Welcome to the December edition of Birds at Rocky Pool. This is a series of clips featuring birds picked up by my trail camera that is permanently positioned here these days. You will see this clip starts on December 9th. That's because at the end of November I took the cameras back to Bangkok to spend a while in my drying cabinet, just in case there was any condensation left in them after the long rainy season. Red jungle fowl, daily visitors now that I'm putting out corn, rice and millet around the pools. And here a tiger flycatcher, a very common winter visitor for us, also known as a red-throated flycatcher, though the red is only evident in mature males. Bulbuls starting to come back in increasing numbers. It is now the 13th of December and the last of the water in the stream behind Rocky Pool Hyde has just dried up in the last day or two, so the only water around this area is Rocky Pool itself and nearby Muddy Pool. It's also great to see the racket-tailed tree pies coming back. And here, a gorgeous verditer flycatcher, only our second record here at Rocky Pool for this species. White-rumped munias in the lower pool. They are one of the species that like tall grasses, and so we maintain an area of grassland just away to the left of the pool for these grassland birds. Once again, lovely to see that green sheen on the plumage of these tree pies. Well, no clip from Rocky Pool would be complete without a pair of puff-throated babblers coming for a late bath. And you may have also noticed the Siberian blue robin in the top right corner. Well, unfortunately, this camera has an opaque film over the lens these days, now causing this J.J. Abrams effect. But I had to include this shot because of what is coming down that tree on the left. A stunning greater yellownape. Our first visit at Rocky Pool from this species. In fact, one of 3 or 4 new species this month at Rocky Pool. Look at the outrageous yellow crest on the back of the head there. Please look closely at the top right of the pool now. What is that? I have never seen drongos or tree pies bathing like that. And here slowed down. I had one record of a square-tailed drongo cuckoo last year, but I don't see the white legs that you would expect to see if it was that bird. I've put in a freeze frame here to show that relatively thin and slightly curved beak. If anybody has any thoughts on that, please leave a comment below. Well, it's the 20th of December and the laughing thrushes are visiting every day now. And another new bird for Rocky Pool, a blue whistling thrush, and a black-billed one at that. I believe I've only ever seen the yellow-billed race before. Now a chance to see a pair of oriental magpie robins together, the darker male in the foreground and the female at the top pool with that lovely slaty grey colour. Also notice that twig that has fallen down into the lower pool. Never underestimate the pulling power of a twig. And I hope you noticed during that the black-headed bulbuls are back. At the end of December, I took this camera away to Muddy Pool where it would be in permanent shade and brought one of the new cameras over here to Rocky Pool, so hopefully I won't have that lens flare effect from now on. Now what is that little bird up at the top? It might be a munya, but it feels different. Unfortunately, the light is just horrible where the bird is sitting. Eastern spotted dove and the lovely black-headed bulbuls again. It's Christmas Eve now, 2 weeks after the stream bed dried up completely, and so more and more birds are coming to Rocky Pool. And a female black-naped monarch She wants to dive bomb the pool. Bottled it. There you go. Once again, a female blue flycatcher. I think she is a hill blue flycatcher. I'm seeing a light ring around the eye and a lot of orange on the breast and no blue in the tail. Please leave a comment if you have some observations on that. I would love to get a confirmed ID. There she is again, really showing off that orange front. A male Siberian blue robin now. What a stunner. You could easily ID this bird even in black and white video from the bobbing of the tail. The blue flycatcher at the front and tiger flycatcher at the upper pool. And a pair of pinstripe tit babblers being serenaded by an Asian coal, whose loud and persistent call is much beloved by tourists to Thailand, hoping to sleep beyond 5:30 in the morning. Getting towards the end of December now, and more birds are coming, including a little spider hunter at the top right. Another first for Rocky Pool. And here's a lovely sight. The normally shy, pale-capped emerald dove has started to visit daily. Laughing thrushes visiting several times a day now. Well, in the last 2 years, there has been one bird above all others that I've wanted to see here. And eventually, on the 29th of December, it arrived. What a stunner. A caricature of a bird. This is a common green magpie. The kind of bird you would get if you gave some coloured crayons to a child and said, "Draw a bird." Just gorgeous. So happy to see this bird here at last. At the moment, I'm editing this clip a month later on the 29th of January. In 2 days' time, I will go back to Hoi Kiyang Nature Park to check the January clips from the trail cameras. And I can't wait to see if this beauty comes back again.